everyone. Hey, ladies.
Hi there.
Hi, welcome to Seven Core Wellness's Coaches Chat. This is episode number 4. Today, we're going to be talking about the word wellness. What does it mean? And sharing what wellness means for each of us, as well as Coach Sarah. Sarah has some more stuff to share on this topic of wellness. I am Jen Gerasimus, founder, CEO, Healthy Habits Coach here at Seven Core Wellness.
And I'm Sarah Jennings, one of your Healthy Habits coaches.
I'm Veronica Garces. I'm also one of your Healthy Habits coaches.
All right. So wellness, it's a can be a kind of confusing word. And so, like I said, we're going to share a little bit about what wellness means to each of us. And I think Coach Sarah is going to share first. Tell us, Sarah.
Yeah. So it's quite the buzzword, right? You see it, everywhere, at least daily, there's something that has to do with it, especially given, as we've this pandemic, right? Over the last years, during this time, there's been a lot of talk about wellness. And so trying to figure out what that is. So when I think about wellness, I think of it as a journey, right? As something that's infinite, something that's ongoing. The model of healthcare that we have, especially in the United States, has been focused on sick care. And when I think about wellness, that's not necessarily what I think about. It's an ongoing journey of working towards your optimal level of health. And it's personal to everyone, right? Everyone's journey to wellness is very different because there's so many dimensions that make us well, right? Between physical, nutrition, spiritual, even our occupational wellness, educational wellness, that sort of thing. So to me, wellness is really this ongoing journey of working towards optimal health in all areas of wellness. So it's not focused on not just being unsick, right? But it's focused on making daily steps towards just being well. So I don't know. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I love the word wellness because I think it, like you said, it's very personal to each person. I like to think of it as it's just your overall well-being. It's not just, like you said, the physical part of your health. It's so many other areas. I really like to focus on, just putting myself, surrounding myself with positive things, with positive people, having those positive relationships that'll help me be successful in my own wellness. And it's also just my overall mental health that'll help me on this journey of wellness and, making sure, not just always eating right and working out. It's, making sure I get the rest, adequate sleep I need. Like you said, financially being well too, that helps you with everything, and career paths. And there's just all these different pillars that can help you overall on this journey to wellness. And I love that because there's different areas that you can work on, and it's going to help you be successful.
And also the fact that you work on one area, it helps other areas of wellness. Mm-hmm. And wellness for myself, like you said, Sarah, it's not about just not getting sick, trying to just avoid the bad things from happening, but making sure all areas, and it's a complete, there's so many different areas of it, just, that I feel good about in a way. They make me feel better. They reduce my stress. They improve my health. If something's not sitting right with me, what is it that's causing that issue in my life, and how can I do to help, improve that and make that less? If I'm more stressed, what can I control to change that? If I'm not feeling right in how my gut and brain and all that has been feeling, what is it that I'm eating that's not that could be causing those issues? And, even with movement on a regular basis, on how therapeutic that is, not just how good that is for my body cardiovascularly, but what it is for my overall like stress levels, immunity, like therapy in some way of like, of doing those. So wellness, like you guys are saying, it's this journey. For me, it's also this journey, and you have to be proactive and continuing to improve it. It's not something to be passive about, because it is so important. I don't ever want to look back with regret that I didn't try to do something to help improve my health and wellness. To do something that like later on, like, oh, regretting it. I don't want to have that kind of regret for something.
Yeah. And I think it's really important to highlight that we can still be working towards our wellness, working on our wellness journey, and get sick.
Yes.
Right. So just because you do get sick doesn't mean that you're not well in other areas, right? But illness happens. That's just part of life. And so it doesn't mean that if you get sick with an illness or a disease or something, that doesn't mean that you can't continue to work on your wellness. And I think maybe, and this is a conversation for another time, but maybe that is where we have seen such a rise in so many of the lifestyle diseases that we do see, especially in our country, with obesity and diabetes and even some cancers and that sort of thing, is living in that kind of finite mindset of being diagnosed with something and then saying, well, considering yourself to be an unwell person or a sick person. But if we keep that infinite mindset about it being this ongoing journey, like just because you have something going on doesn't mean we can't still be working towards being well. And I think that's the really amazing thing about this particular word.
Yeah. And I think there's also came to mind is the fact that I think some people maybe see wellness as this almost like, in order to be considered to have good wellness, you've got to meditate so many times, every day. And I have a perfect eating diet, and I move, and I like get the 8 hours of sleep and all of that in order. And that seems like that's not achievable. Then I just don't think that I can become, even call myself someone that's like, I'm a healthy individual, I have good wellness, but that's not the case.
It's that all or nothing mindset, right? Which can completely derail you from really anything, right? When you have that all or nothing, which we as coaches see a lot when we work with individuals, is just kind of breaking that thought of it having to be all or nothing, right? And really embracing what we talk a lot about at 7 Core. Like, one of our main principles is progress over perfection. And I think progress over perfection is like a quintessential piece of wellness.
Yeah. I just love going back to like how personal it really can be for you. And, when we're thinking about our wellness, like, what is it that, I know Jen, you mentioned this, like, what is it that's not sitting well with us? Like, what is it that we can improve? Like, use that, like, what are our challenges, what's not sitting great and we want to improve on, and what's really going to bring us happiness. That's really kind of what that word is all about, bringing wellness to ourselves and throughout the journey you're going on.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I was gonna say it's like such a choice, right? It really is making that choice to put your wellness first and continue working on it. It's one of the most important choices I think we can make, right? Because like you said at the beginning, Jen, it bleeds into everything. When you start working in one dimension of wellness, whether it's just exercising for 30 minutes a day, it eventually bleeds in a positive way into the other dimensions.
Yeah.
And I think that's like one of the greatest choices you can make, is just saying, hey, you know what, I'm gonna focus in on this area and see the second, third order effects that happen in your lives in a positive way.
Yeah. So we're all saying like wellness is many different components. There's so many different pieces to wellness, and we're going to get into that more. And you know that it's such individual for each person. What does that look like for you when we're meeting and talking with someone? We're gonna, what does it look like for you to feel like you're on the path of good wellness? And so unfortunately, Sarah, we've already like spent a good amount of time. So we're going to save what Sarah else has to talk about wellness for our next episode. So please subscribe so that you know when our next episode is coming out. And then also in the comments, let us know what wellness means to you. What does wellness, good wellness mean? We want to hear from you, as well as what other topics that you guys want to talk about. So, all right. Thank you, ladies. We will see you guys next time.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, guys.